Hello and welcome back. This is Joanna the Medium. Thank you so much for watching my channel. These are going to be readings for each zodiac sign for the month of February 2017. Moon sign, sun sign, and rising sign. If you would like a continuation of these readings as in a 6-month projection from January through to June, I have included a link down below for my video on demand page where you will find each individual sign with projections from January through to June. If you have any questions regarding how to purchase, or if you have any concerns regarding the purchasing process, please contact Vimeo directly. I do have that information down below for you as well. As the moment I include them for purchase, I have no connection or no visibility to the purchasing process on my end or for you guys. January or February seems to be a month of a lot of changes. These are positive changes for the most part. Some information regarding relationships, some information regarding jobs, health, so all around general readings. And of course, if you wish to have a private session to see how this connects with you individually, I have provided that information down below for you, so feel free to contact me and I will be honored to set up a session for you and go from there. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. I look forward to seeing you again in March, and without further ado, let's get started. Welcome back. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Pisces for February 2017. I have 3 cards face down. I don't know what they are. I will start off with messages from Spirit first. And let's see what we have. I hear that new beginnings will happen in March. Now, this is a reading for February, so I have to ask why this is being communicated to you. For some of you, so let me just break it down. The beginnings have to do with building something, and I'm actually seeing building blocks. For some of you, you are building a resume in order to achieve a new goal career-wise or job-wise. For some of you, you are actually looking at building a house or building some kind of a structure, because I hear the word engineer, so there is something about engineering something, looking something. For some of you, I keep looking at a watch. Somebody's looking at a watch and it's like, when is it going to start? When is it going to start? When is it going to start? And I see the arrow pointed towards the beginning of March or first week of March, and I hear at the latest. So some of you, and they're saying to me, the timing is critically important. So if you are working on a project that has to start or finish by a certain date, and it's like now, and you're looking at the clock and you're going, what's happening? I feel it's more start than finish. It is going to be happening fairly soon and very soon. But there seems to be a certain level of anxiousness with this. Something needs to be started. And I feel this is connected to work more so than relationship with this particular message. Yes, it is, because they're showing me it's money. For some of you, you are looking at starting a project, or a project needs to be started, and it's like you're waiting on somebody to come forward in order for you to start this project. For some of you, it has to do with finances. It could be that you are waiting to receive word on finances, loan approval, something of that nature, or some kind of financial assistance, not gain, but assistance. So whatever it is that you are waiting on, or whatever it is that you really are needing to start, is for the most part stalled or dependent on either somebody else, another party, or another set of circumstances. And I hear the word people. So I also see stamp of approval. For some of you, you are waiting for permits, and this would be to do with buildings, I would assume. I also hear the word zoning. So for some of you, this is to do with building in a particular zone and you are waiting for a permit, and I see this as a stamp of approval that it's now go ahead. This is what you're waiting. You're waiting for somebody to make a decision in order to so you can go with some plans. And I see this as a jobs. This is connected to job projects, careers, money connected endeavors. Now I'm seeing a chimney. I have no idea why I'm seeing this. And I'm seeing the smoke coming out of a chimney, and I'm going, why am I seeing this? And I hear the word fumes. And then I'm being connected to some kind of permit. I have no idea what this means, but the chimney and the smoke coming out of a chimney, I'm being connected to the person who's looking at the watch, and they're very impatient because something needs to start. So that makes no sense to me. If it makes sense to you, please let me know, because it's actually quite interesting. For some of you, I hear the word birth, and I actually see an image of a chick hatching from its egg, and I'm going, why are you showing this to me? And he says it's signifying birth. So for some of you, you are waiting for a child to be born, and the baby is late. Okay, and if you were, that would make sense. You're looking at the clock or at the watch and you're going, oh my God. So this could be because you are waiting, and I hear the word grandson. So this could be because you are waiting on somebody to give birth, or you are going to give birth and you're looking at the watch. I feel it's more to do with somebody giving birth. It is not you. Now, giving birth also signifies giving birth to new ideas. And again, this could be connected to work, relationship. It's giving birth to new ideas. But there seems to be, again, I'm looking at the watch. So what if maybe you are constantly looking at the watch and you're going, what the hell is going on? I need to get this going. Why isn't this happening? And I'm being pushed to March. I also see whatever it is that you are going to start, or whatever it is that you are waiting on to start. Once it starts, it is go ahead time. It is go time. And I feel you'll be busy. I feel you will have a lot of things on the go. And I feel that you will be, it's going to be a whole bunch of sets of circumstances that will come together, and you're going to have to learn how to manage it all. For those of you who are expecting a grandson, maybe once the baby arrives, you're going to be a grandmother or a grandfather, and you're going to be taking care of that child, or it's going to be busier for you because you will be helping your son or your daughter or whoever this is for, whoever the child is connected to. You will be helping. But I see this as a train going straight on its tracks, and it is going. There is no stopping it. It is full throttle. Very important. So there's a lot of energy behind this, whatever this is. Now, for some of you, I'm seeing a ring. Okay, maybe you are awaiting a proposal. And well, this is a time of February is a time of love. So maybe you are waiting to be proposed. Maybe you've been waiting for a few years and you're thinking, maybe this is it. Maybe this time in February, I'm going to get a ring. If you do not get a ring and get earrings instead, please do not be devastated. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So obviously this is not going to make sense to you until, later in the month. But do let me know, because it's the way I'm being shown. It looks, it's funny, not because it's funny because you're devastated, but because how I see it, it's funny because you don't see what's there. So I hear the words, take it as a sign of good faith. And if you are receiving something and it is not a ring, and another sign got this, but the message was slightly different. It was about something shiny. So maybe your moon sign or your sun sign is connected to another sign, and those messages will overlap because that often happens. He says to me moon sign. So maybe for you it's a moon sign or sun sign. Look at both so that you can see if it makes sense. For some of you, I see 9 and I see 9 months. You either have been in a relationship for 9 months, or you've been waiting for something for 9 months, or you are actually going to give birth, because I do see a person who is going to give birth. So again, whether it is you who is giving birth, or whether it is somebody who you know is giving birth, there is definitely a sense of that happening. Maybe you'll have a baby on Valentine's Day. What a beautiful present. That would be quite phenomenal. Now, I'm going to go with the cards. The first card, let me just see if there's anything else. I hear the word job well done. So if you are going to give birth, I'm hearing job well done. The birth is going to go ahead. If you are actually going to be giving birth, and I see this, train going forward, there's no delays, there's no derails, your birth process is going to be fairly simple and fairly straightforward. Not painful maybe, but just fairly simple and fairly straightforward. In other words, no complications and no deviations from the norm, okay, from the track. Now, the next card is, the first card is energies that you are leaving behind, but what is contributing to where you are right now. And the card is called New Vitality. This is for Ace of Wands. So it is about, can be about career. It is about your passion. It is your fire. I'm being shown this in reverse. So I want to see why it's being shown to me in reverse, aside from the fact that it has happened. So it is in the past. They're saying to me this is an energy of beginning of something new. So it'll be interesting to see what the next card is. But what I'm being shown is that, and I hear this as a project. At some point, you have started a brand new project, and this could be career, could be relationship, but project is not the right word, but he's trying to cover all areas here. So maybe if it is birth, then you started something 9 months ago. That makes perfect sense. If it is a work project or some kind of an endeavor, you started something last year. Now I'm seeing the month of September, October, and a little bit towards November. So that's not going to be birth, because that would be way too soon. So for some of you, you started something in a month of September, October, November. Okay. Some of this could be school related, and you are looking to get into something new career-wise, or you are looking to get into a new job or career. And maybe that's what you're waiting for. It's not happening. And I see opportunities being presented in front of you, but they're just not yours yet. So let's just move with the next card and see what we have. So this is a card that represents your current situation. Oh my goodness. So the card is called Awaiting, or Awaiting Results. This, and another sign just got this, and I was specifically told to pick this card. So maybe you will connect with this card in another reading. Point is, this is a card of earth. It's earth energy. It is the Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles in a traditional tarot deck. It is things we have, things we own, things we possess. Could be relationships, jobs, careers, homes, real estate, health. Okay, but it's shown to me in reverse. And when I hear the words, what is this mean in reverse? He says to me, the waiting game is over. So there is definitely an energy here that is what's the word I want to use? Very fertile for something to happen. Whether it is getting a new job, whether it is giving birth, something is going to transpire in the next few weeks for you. And I hear the word job again. So for some of you, the waiting game is over. Maybe you started to look for a new job last September, October, or November. Maybe you have been unemployed, or maybe you lost your job, or maybe you have been thinking of getting a new job and you just wanted something. Now, I heard the word torpedo. So it feels like whatever it is that's going to transpire, it's going to be very fast, like a torpedo. And this connects me to the vision that I had earlier with a train on its tracks, just full throttle. It just goes full steam ahead. So I'm going to ask why I'm seeing this card. I hear the words, do not lose track of where you're going. When things are going to start happening, particularly when it comes to jobs or relationships, this could be relationships, you might get pulled aside in different directions. I feel like somebody's grabbing you here, somebody's grabbing you there, and it is causing you to focus here and there, but not straight. And they're saying, remember what your target is. Remember where you're going. Very, very important. I hear the word swayed. Some of you will be swayed by somebody to maybe go here, go there, don't do this, don't do that. And there will be a moment of hesitation, okay? The message here is you are ending something. You are at the end of a cycle here. It is seeping to February, but it's normal. You are ending a cycle, and there is a potential for you to be reluctant to just be committed to where you're going, or there's a potential for you to be pulled in a different direction. If that happens, and if you start to doubt, go back to your mind and ask yourself, where am I going? What was the original intent? Is this intent still real for me? Does it still fit with me? If so, does it resonate with what I'm being told or I'm being asked? If not, throw it out. Keep moving forward. Very, very important. I also hear the words, this is your own journey. So whatever you are starting, don't be swayed by others. Don't be led by others. In other words, people have different ideas of things that they would do differently. But we are the only people privy to what's in our heart, to what's in our mind, and to what is in our soul and our intuition. That does not mean that one cannot look this way or that way to get a sense of direction. But if you have direction and then you're swayed by somebody else because you doubt, that's a different story. You need to refocus. Consider what's being said, but don't lose track of where you're going. This is very important because the number 5 is coming up again. This is a sign of change for me. You are in the midst of a change because you're ending a certain cycle. Okay, I also hear end of worries, end of struggles for you. And I see a sailboat going straight towards a beautiful horizon that is sunny and bright and absolutely clear. I feel like you're you're about to break through something significant. And it may not happen in February, but it looks like it's going towards beginning to middle of March. So if you are feeling frustrated in February, please know it is happening. It just may not be happening today. Okay? Now, the next card is a card of advice. And again, I hear the words, be patient. Be patient. It seems like, energetically speaking, the newness of year 1 and the oldness of year 9, they're a little bit, the way I see it, they're a little bit overlapping right now. Okay, so for some of you, you are still dragging things forward from last year, and they're still in the process of ending, and the newness is overlapping it. So you may not feel very clear yet. You may not see things very clearly. As a matter of fact, you may still be stuck to what happened last year or to last year's energy. Just know that when it comes to, just know that in March, particularly beginning to end of March, you will start seeing things very, very clearly. Now, this is just energy speaking. That's what I'm being shown. I actually see this as 2 energy overlapping, and then once they overlap, they kind of separate, and you leave this behind and you go this way. Okay? Now, the next card is a card of advice. So the card is called Observe. It's the card number 12. This is Major Arcana. I don't know what it is in traditional tarot deck. This is a brand new deck for me. And I don't know my numbers in tarot cards. As you guys know, I'm a terrible reader. I actually don't read cards. It is in reverse. And I'm asking the question as an advice card. What is this supposed to mean? And I hear the words pay attention. So I'm going to tune into this card a little bit more. If you look at this card here, you see there's voices, people all around this person, okay? And it feels like they're trying to communicate something to this person in the middle. The person in the middle is guided or connected to, let's call it universe. The light indicates the person is connected. However, these voices here, okay, each one is offering something different. And there's a sense of confusion. I said earlier, do not lose track of where you're going. Do not lose track of your target. You see, this person is not paying attention to all these people, to all these voices. There could be fears as well. She's looking forward as if completely unaffected of by all the voices that are in her head or people that are trying to tell her things. The card is in reverse, but it is an advice card. And what I hear here, when I listen to this, I hear the advice is pay attention to your inner voice. Very, very important. Do not be swayed by what others are saying or what they wish you to do. Now, I said earlier, there is absolutely nothing wrong with listening for advice or asking for advice. Absolutely. But always check in with your own intuition, okay? If you do not know what to do and if you're asking for advice, make sure you have sufficient time to check in with yourself and make sure that the advice that you're considering actually fits in with you, if it resonates with you. Because sometimes a good advice may not resonate for you because it is not connected to where you're going and your own path, and nobody's privy to that but you when you connect it intuitively, okay? Also, don't lose faith and don't lose hope. So I feel like the month of February, although the energies are very much about starting something new, there seems to be a bit of, you're not here, you're not here. You're kind of in the middle. So there's a bit of status quo here, okay? Now, let me just see if there's anything else here. He's surrounding these cards with a circle. What does that mean? I hear the words you're finally coming around or it's finally coming around, okay? So if you do not see anything happening in February and it's like you're looking at the clock and it's like, I'm being pushed towards March, okay? So at the end of February, this is going to make sense to you. Thank you so much for watching, for liking, for subscribing, and for commenting. Feel free to comment below if you do feel that it resonates with you and how. This is, of course, a general reading, so it does not fit everybody. It would be almost impossible, even though the intention is to reach as many people as possible. Do listen to your other signs, for they will offer you much more complete picture. If you would like a private reading, of course, you can reach me. That information is down below. Thank you so much again. Happy Valentine's Day, and I look forward to seeing you in March.